Let us code another project. It's a quick one. We simply want to create a digital clock right here. Start with our boilerplate, and in the body we only need a div element. It's going to be our clock, so I'll give it the ID clock. And under style, I use it as a selector, and let me adjust the font size to make it a bit bigger. Now let's go over the JavaScript part. I'll define a function for the update of the clock. It needs to update every second because we want to display hours, minutes, and seconds. So now is always our new date. And as I've said, I need hours, minutes, and seconds as variables here. Finally, we'll need to bring it together. I'll store it in time string. I'll use the backticks and then add our three variables, hours, minutes, and seconds separated. And I need to get the ID clock, so the element, the div container, and then set the inner text of it to the time string. So now it's going to display hours, minutes, and seconds. We have to call it, obviously, and we'll have to set a timeout. The timeout is pretty easily explained. We'll use 1000, as this is by default set to milliseconds, and 1000 milliseconds is a second. So we want this to update every second. Therefore, we'll use 1000 as a timeout, you could say, in between these updates. Now let us define hours, and then we can almost exactly copy paste this to minutes and seconds. We'll set our now to get hours. We'll have to convert it to string, and we'll use a pet start of 2 that has a 0 as placeholders. I'll show you this afterwards when we can see our time. It becomes more obvious, but now we can just copy paste this and just change hours to minutes and seconds for the other two variables. And then it should already run. And here you can see it. Let me change the pet start, for example, to 3. And you can see now we have 3 digits for our hours. And if I set it to 0, we're going to have 7. I want to have 2, so I add it here. And the same principle works for minutes and seconds. Now let us style the body a little bit. I want to reset margin and display to flex. It puts it to the top left. Align items to center, justify the content to center. We need to fix the height a little bit. Let me fix my typo here. And now it's in center. Let me also change background color, font family, and the color of the text. And that's already it. You can see it updates every second. It uses the time that's set in your system, so it runs properly. And you can now use this code for further projects where you need a digital clock. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.